Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm on Shokher Vlogs. I hope everyone's well, and if you're new to my channel then please think about subscribing if you like what you see. So on this video we got quite a few things that I want to cover, and it's been a while since I updated you guys. So the first thing is I'm actually going to be pruning this apple tree that I'm showing you now. It's quite bad, the condition of the tree, as you guys can see from the video. And I'm going to be pruning this one, and I'm going to be pruning another smaller one next to it. So at the moment I'm just showing you guys the condition of the tree. And so this the pruning is best done in the winter, when the trees are at dormant stage. And this is actually I'm going to be showing you the dates should be popping up at the bottom of the screen. This video is done throughout a few days basically, so it wasn't done in one day. And these are the tools that I'm going to be using to cut the branches. So that's me cutting one of the branches off the tree. And so I mean, I've obviously took a lot longer but thanks to editing and everything, the magic of editing, I'm able to show you in a more shorter time. So these are the branches I took off, and they were quite bad, as you guys can see. And this leads to obviously the tree being more infected with pests, insects, and any other kind of diseases, because the tree is more prone to it. And this is the main branch, so I'm just showing you it's quite, that part's bad as well. And normally you wouldn't cut the main branch, but because obviously it's rotting, I had to unfortunately cut the main branch. And I left this branch that was coming out of it, I left that one alone, and that was fine. Just the top part was bad, so I cut the top part off, and this is it. So there wasn't much left of the tree once I was done, but hopefully inshallah we should still get some apples on it, but I can't 100% be certain on it, because obviously this is the first time I'm pruning a tree. Moving on to the second tree, this one's not as bad. So on a turaki for says I'm going to be taking this part off, but other than that this tree is pretty good. I'm just going to be taking off the small little branches and one or two branches off, so turabatash gaso hamaitare in the summer when we have the leaves and goromo obviously tahe, and that would also help with the fruiting, and we should get better fruit. But yeah, so this one's done now, thanks to the magic of editing. So it's all done, and this is how I'm going to leave this one. And the second one obviously is all good as well. And now we're just going to move on to the hodu plants that my mom is growing. So we have them on the central heating. We did try amra boiler ufreto Islam, but oisena, so central heating ufreto Islam. These are some of the hodu plants that we have. I'm going to be showing you guys a lot more later on, but as you can see, Santilitingo Ufreto ya Waka Shindoro ya Udse, it only took a few days for them to pop out, whereas when we put it on top of the boiler it didn't really work. So the heat from the central heating and with the them being covered with the bag, it really helped them to germinate, and they grew out within just a few days. And these ones were actually upstairs, so my mom just got them to split them up a bit. So I'll give you a tip. The soil that we're using actually is from Asda. You get like 4 bags for £10, but soil itself isn't exactly that great, so you basically get what you paid for, but it does still work. And what we do, so the soil that you're seeing now, it's a lot more high quality. So we mix the soil, mashallah dehraito kilaut sega sign. So it really works, and it's a lot more cheaper way of making your money go a lot further. And you basically get the same effect as if you were to just buy a really expensive bag of soil. So just mix the soil up and it works great. So mom's just putting the good soil at the top of the Asda brand soil, and she's just splitting them up now. So is your igusaitase, so she's just going to be splitting them. And as you can see, the roots are really good and healthy, so they're healthy plants. And we put them obviously by the windowsill roid face gase, and that's why they actually bent one way. They by the roid for by the to gas sign any. So so she's just splitting them up, and she's going to be putting them in. So I think she's putting 2 in this one, and the reason for that is obviously zagao lage bakka gasain into itaigoro. I'm quite sure everyone that does gardening has the same problem. So she's just splitting them up one by one. I guess also that's another tip. Boiler refrigerator the warecoiner. Just put it on top of the central heating and cover it up with a bag, and inshallah it should work. So she's splitting those up, and now we're just going to go and look at the Morris signs that we have at the front of the house. So here they are. So these were planted in November, and it's March now. Mashallah, they're still doing well. Even though they're in obviously small little cups, they're doing well. And these were basically আমরা boiler উপরে তৈছি মাটি cover করছি. We covered the part to the bag, and we put it on top of the boiler, and on takiaki ota gasai noise, because I think I had a comment saying how did we grow these in November if we used any kind of light. No, we just put them in a pot, and we covered the pot with a bag, and boiler উপরে তৈছি, and boiler গরমে gas ফুটিছে. So ono aro hoita hodurga sign. So these are the same ones basically as you saw before. And mashallah, in March, we're into March now. All the plants, all the chili plants are doing well. So these are Khasamoris gasain and Nagamorisor gasain ase, and Khalamoris ase ono. So as you guys can see for yourself, they're all doing well. And I actually, while I was videoing this, I actually noticed something. One of the plants had, a couple of them actually had flowers on them. And I'm just actually showing you the difference between having 2 plants in one cup, because obviously they're ganai, so gase, they can't grow as well. This is actually the root system. I thought it was quite cool, and I wanted to show you guys it. And this is by itself, so you can see the difference. Like as I was talking to you guys about it before, and there's all the gaso. So and as I saw that, I actually noticed another 2 plants that had flowers on it, and I thought I'd video it and show you guys those ones too. Okay. I see. You get out of it. ওইটা তো ফুটে যাবো,
2টা 3টা
কয়টা লাগাইছো?
4টা এবার কাওটা বেশি রইছে, আর কম মাটির মাঝে লাগিয়ে রাখি দিচ্ছি, কইছি থাকুক গার্ডেনও ঠান্ডার মাঝে খেয়ে দেখতো.
So these ones are done, and Mom's going to plant these ones in a bit. So this is actually the 2nd of March, and my mom decided to bring some of the plants downstairs. So ita amra arek front room hoisi. We're fortunate to have another house, and so we put them in a nice sunny spot. Hopefully tura roid lag bo gasainto, and mashallah sole bakka sundor lage gasainto dekhte ekhloge den toisen zela kiammai, and they're nice and healthy plants, so hopefully they'll do well over here as well. And now we're into 5th of March. So as I said, this video's got quite a lot of things in it for me to show you guys, and I shot this through a couple of days. And tainaki last year uri taki dry horslam amra, she's taking the seeds out, and here are some of the seeds that she took out earlier. And hopefully inshallah yero amra utpotura, and obviously inshallah khawazaibo. And so she's wrapped them in the bags like we did with the khodu plants, and we're going to be putting them on top of the central heating, so hopefully they should sprout. And these are some other khodu plants that we have upstairs, the ones that were left upstairs. So some of them were taken downstairs, and these ones are still upstairs. So this is in the one of the rooms upstairs, and mashallah they're also doing well. And these ones are in the bathroom upstairs, and these are also doing good. And here they are. These are the uri plants that we have, and they're nice and tied up and ready to go. And ino hoita amar abbai notun fulor gaছ ain hoita lagaisoin, and I just thought I'd show you guys that. And these were planted a few days ago. So that's it for the video. We had quite a lot of things that I wanted to cover, and God willing, inshallah, I did. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I might have been able to actually make these into separate videos, but I just wanted to make it into one fairly long video. If you have, then please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.